Hello, welcome to the first review I'm doing for Drazine160, the YouTube channel. This review is for the Mikadotrain X2200 unit, which was released a few years ago now. As you can see, it got it in the box here. The box is very nice. It's a standard cardboard sleeve with plastic inlay. Has an open end at the end, so you can see the front of the unit. This particular example is in the TER Casquette livery. I don't know if that's the right way of pronouncing it, but it's the later of the two liveries offered by Mikadotrain in the more modern type livery. It's got a few bags of parts there to add to the model if you want to, and the box there once again. The parts there's a few handles there and a few coupling things which will be quite useful for people who want to super detail it, but it also comes with an extra coupler which is useful for the modeler who wants to run the unit in multiple with other trailers and the like. So here's the unit on a piece of track. It looks pretty good, pretty much as you'd expect from Mikadotrain. Done a pretty good job of it. It's motorised with a atomic chassis similar to this one, so we expect the performance to be really quite good. So let's give it a go. As you can see, it's pretty reasonable. Any stammering is probably because of the cleanliness of the track, which probably does need a bit of work, but it does run very smoothly as you expect with the Japanese engineering. As you can see, it's got lights. We'll come on to those in a few seconds and have a look at those. But yeah, it looks pretty much the part. Very clean, very smooth, and certainly dimensionally, it doesn't look out of place. One thing that it does do though is if you just turn the power knob very slightly, it does have a tendency to shoot off at lightning speed, which is one of the issues of using a atomic chassis. They are fantastic, but they are very, very powerful. As I mentioned earlier, it has lights. This particular example, I don't know if it's all the type, but this particular one only has lights facing one direction, so it's got white lights at one end and red lights at the other. They do look pretty good though. They're not certainly as garish as the old X2200, which is here. Just having a quick comparison of the two, you can see that the blue in the paint is pretty much spot on, which is good, and the silver is also pretty well rendered on the model, which is one of the more sort of challenging areas of getting the paint job just right with these types of models. Just having a look there at the sort of comparing these two types of train would be seen often in the sort of same area, and you can see there the details of the roof. Obviously the X2200, it's got a very clean roof. One of the things I would say is the paint is very clean and pristine. Perhaps could do with some weathering. One thing that I'm just going to do now is just compare it to the Pico TER carriages that I have, and as you can see, the silver is notably different, and I'm not sure if that's just an effect of the paint. As you can see here, it's passing a rake of them. But overall, my thoughts are it's absolutely brilliant model. It's certainly I think worth the price. Well, with the euro as it is at the moment, I think that it is worth the price. I think it holds its own with a lot of the other models that are out there at the moment, and certainly takes this particular area of N-gauge forward and gives modelers a chance to own a decent rendition of the X2200. So thanks for watching, and I hope you stay tuned for some more reviews in the near future. Bye bye.